Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's another opportunity for a get ready with me. This is quarantine edition. What makes this video different is that I did a little bit more of like shopping my stash. So my other videos have been about foundations I've been buying and just a lot of new stuff. And I have a lot of new products coming from Sephora. My package is a little delayed, but it's coming and you're gonna see quite the haul. But I also just wanted to use today just as an opportunity to have some fun and go maybe a little bit more bold with my makeup. We really don't have places to go at this point, but I do feel somewhat better when I put on makeup. It's just a way to make it feel like it used to back in the good old days. That being said, let's get started. Now I am trying one new thing today. So in a previous video, I think it was my second video, I can't remember, I used this new Maybelline foundation and it was really great and I do want to try this one again. It's the Dream Urban Cover by Maybelline. But I also did get the Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation and it is also in the shade Classic Ivory, and that's the shade I am in all the Maybelline foundations. I do want to try this one today, so this one is a new one, well at least to me. I did moisturize my skin with some La Mer. I am going in with the Allure Mercier primer, as I always do, because it's like adding another whole layer of moisture. Just putting like that much on right there. Has no scent. I will like use the other primers. I like the Cover FX, the gripping one, the Milk Hydro Grip. That one is really great. I will buy lipsticks and eyeshadow palettes and blushes and everything. When it comes to primers, I'm like, I have one and I'm done. I just want to use that one the whole way. So we have that there. I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Smoothing Primer. Just in these spots right here. My camera's right there. I'm trying to make sure I face forward, so you can see. Hopefully you're getting ready with me too. I always love watching them as I'm getting ready. Just someone talking about the makeup. I mean, again, how many videos have I done so far? And I've been using this and I still have it. I say that and I'm gonna be done in like a month. Whoops, there goes my mascara. Now see, this is the conundrum. Anastasia palettes. I have the Sultry palette right here in front of me. And I have the Jackie Aina as well. I love both these palettes, probably my favorite. This one's fantastic as well. There's a lot of fallout that happens down here. I tend to do my eyes first when I use Anastasia palettes, just to account for that, because I have a makeup wipe like ready to kind of clean all that up. That I know that's gonna happen at the end. So I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna go in with the eyes and then we're gonna go in with the new foundation. So as I'm looking at the two palettes here, this is the Jackie Aina right here. So gorgeous. I've used it quite a few times. Always beautiful the way it comes out. That ginger shade here in the corner. This is a nice transition here. And where is it? Yeah, this one and the iridescence that comes off of that. I wonder if it can kind of pick up. It's really beautiful. Trust issues. You know? An ever-changing shadow. And the other is the Sultry palette. And obviously you can see I've used this quite a bit. And this one is very sentimental to me. I used this palette as it was new at the time on my first date with my now fiance. And I like remember that. Because I was just getting into makeup. Well, I was like always into it, but really going into like more in-depth looks and eye looks and everything. I wore this and I had these shimmers here all over the lid and everything. And I was just, I look fantastic. Well, I did something right because we're engaged now, so, you know, something worked. Anyways, so we're gonna go into this. I am gonna put a little bit of eye primer on, and then again, I'm gonna use the Too Faced eye primer. I always find it amazing how when it comes to makeup, we can always just remember things. Can you guys remember certain palettes or certain makeup you were wearing on certain occasions? I can't. Like I know at my engagement party, I used the Tarte Beauty palette because my dress was like a gold champagne-y, shimmery, kind of glittery dress. And I love the Tarte Beauty palette. Definitely gonna have to do a video on that because it is really something. I'm a huge Tarte fan. She's what really got me into this whole makeup thing because all her videos are like, this is good, this works, avoid this, try this. And what she's into and what I like, of course, you know, it's not 100%, but it's pretty darn close. I'm gonna go into this shade here, Birch. I'm gonna go in with a Sephora crease brush. Just gonna dust it off a little bit. This guy right here. I'm just going to twirl it around and knock it off because there's going to be a lot. All right, so the eyes, at least at the upper lid, is done for now. With this kind of look, you really need eyeliner and you really need lashes. So anyways, we're now gonna go into the Dream Radiant Foundation. Just gonna pour this on the back of my hand here. This is my first time ever using this. Smells like paint. That's good to know. I am just gonna, I was gonna use these things. These are new. I bought these for $3 off of Amazon. I was like, I want it to feel like a professional. Wait, not like this. How's that? Oh, that's a look and a half. That is what I wanted. Oh yeah, put this all over the internet. Okay, this is a lot. I feel like this might be too much for my face, but we're gonna give it a go. Yeah, it really just smells like paint. It really does. So I keep slouching. I'm such a sloucher. Let me just put a little bit under here because I always bring it down. I'm going in with my Cosmetics foundation brush. I'm gonna use this in front of me so I can see what is happening here. Oh my gosh, is that my color? It is really warm. What is this? What is this supposed to do? What is the thing? Hydrating foundation. Okay, that's great. Hyaluronic acid and collagen. 12 hours continuous hydration. Visibly improves the look of skin. Medium coverage with radiant finish. Doesn't clog pores. Dermatologist tested. For 12 hours. Yeah, give me a good 12 hours. I'll come a little closer. In case like you're, you know, one of those people that are like really into this part here. What's going on? How is it on the nose? It's okay. I do like it on the cheek here. Yeah, that is medium coverage. That's nice. Is there any SPF in here? Because that's always a thing I like to know. I don't think so. It doesn't say it anywhere. And it would have to say it, wouldn't it? A little bit here, bring it down. I think it is a bit too warm toned for me. My neck is never the same color as my face or my body. It's just white, always white. And for me, I really gotta get under here because I rarely put concealer under my eyes. I gotta fix my hair. I gotta fix this. This looks a little ridiculous. Sure. Like that's better. But it's doing the job, so. Actually, it's kind of cute. I'd wear that out. I'd wear that around. Okay, so what am I seeing here? I mean, it's nice. Radiant finish. Yeah, you know, I'm a little dewy. Not as much as the Wet n Wild Dewy Foundation though. That stuff was fantastic. But you know, I do have a little bit more, so I'm just gonna go a little bit more. Just the top of my forehead there. Make sure I'm getting into there. I did under the eyes, which is nice. It's my under eyes feel very covered and not really emphasizing my line, so that's a good sign there. The only foundation I will bring under my eyes, like directly with like drops and it will work, is the La Mer foundation. Say what you want about that price tag. It is gold in a bottle. That's really something. I'm really loving where this is kind of heading. Okay, I'm gonna keep, oh my god, these gray hairs make me look like I have a bald spot, but it's not. On to the next thing. I'm gonna go into the Hourglass The Ghost palette here, where you can just see everything because it's a mirror. I'm gonna use, obviously, the bronzer that's in it and then the blush. Bronzer first. I can't remember who it was I was watching, but someone really recommended Hourglass stuff is fantastic and it's expensive, and they said wait till the holidays until they come out with a set because they always do. And sure enough they did, and I bought this and it is fantastic. This was like 105 or 110 Canadian, which is a lot. I mean, you get a lot, and considering how much I've used it, yes, I think it was worth it. Again, I've said it before, I'm not really too hung up on what a price of something is. As long as it performs, then I'm fine with the price. Speaking of expensive things, as I'm sitting here and bronzing up my skin. If you didn't see my latest video, I'll put a card up here. It's my review on the Dyson Airwrap. I've had it for a year and a half, so it's like an honest review. And I talk about, you know, people hating on it because it's expensive and things like that. But I did that a couple days ago, so this is still my hair 2 days later. I didn't curl it and I didn't do anything to it. It's just after that video, I lived my life for 2 days, and this is what I look like. Granted, it's not very humid where I live, and it hasn't rained, so otherwise, yes, it would be like a frizzy mess. And now I'm going into the blush here. Just stamping it here and going in. I mean, is that too pinky for my look? Yeah, it's okay. I can kind of delve into one of the other blushes. I finally found this. It was hiding under my sink. When people say how they couldn't find their makeup, I'm like, you can't find your makeup? What's going on in your life? No, I couldn't find this for about a week. This is the Blushing in Bali from BH Cosmetics. And it's a blush set, and it's fantastic. And it also has some highlighters. So I'm just gonna go into a little bit of this medium one here, and maybe a little bit of that. These probably aren't for like my skin tone. However, I just feel like, oh yeah, that did something right there. Yeah. Now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go into this guy here, because now I wanna blend what is on my face and not deposit too much else. I mean, that's a little bit much with the blush, but just makes you look so healthy and everything. Might be like a little bit too much. Just go with your foundation brush and just kind of dab. Look at even that. Oh my goodness, that's it. I don't want to touch it anymore. Done. This is part of the travel series from BH Cosmetics. They have more, and I really want to get them. I did a Get Ready With Me using the Love in London palette, and I kept calling it the Live in London. I don't know if that's just me wanting to live in London, but I kept saying live, and I'm like, Donna, what is wrong with you? It's Love in London. Wait, is it Love in London or Live in London? See, whatever it was, I said it wrong. I'm going to go into, you know what, let's do my brows. But you know, with this look, it is a bit more of like a full glam kind of quarantine, get ready with me. And it's just, you know, not just a way to pass the time, but this is great practice time. Last year or 2 years ago in the summer, when I was like in this obsession, I'm a teacher, so I'd have days off, and it would be like 9 in the morning and I'd come out of that bathroom full face, and my mother was just like, why? And I'm like, because I'm practicing. And true enough, then when it came to actual school and you have 20 minutes to get ready, I had practiced, so I knew what worked. And since we have all this time, why not practice more? And that's why I love, you know, what I'm doing now on YouTube, because now I'm learning different techniques and I'm also putting different things together. And I would never have put that blush set with these eyes and things, but you know what? Experiment, can't go wrong. I don't know why, I kind of like this. I always have trouble with how to frame my face with my hair, and so this just solved it. I might just keep these in. It's cute. It's cute. I'm really loving the eyes. I think I'm really liking that foundation. I do have a little bit of lip gloss on. Yeah, I really like that. Okay, gonna have to delve a little bit more into that. Okay, we did a little bit of the eyes. I'm going to put some eyeliner on, but I'm gonna do that off camera because I have to hold my eye and I have to go close to a mirror, and every time I film myself doing it, they turn out horrible. And then days when I'm not filming and I do my eye makeup or my eyeliner, it's fantastic, and that's why. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute. And there we go with some eyeliner, and I proved myself right because I did that in about 30 seconds. Not the craziest wing, but it was a lot straighter because I can't go too up high or too out because I have a lot of folds going on here. So I can only kind of do this mini wing. I can't bring it up, like do that whole angle thing. That is nice. That is why I always deepen out the outer edge of my eyeshadow the way I do. So when I have like the dark color and I'm doing this and I'm patting, because then if you really did have a wing, it's just about getting it a little deeper here. And so people can, it's like an optical illusion. Now when you're seeing it, you're like, oh, there's eyeliner. It's giving the illusion it's going higher than it actually is. That's what I like about it. I like it where it's really dark right here and it just kind of like lifts everything up. And of course now the next step is mascara. I'm going in again with my L'Oreal Unlimited Mascara. I do love this one. Used it many times. I do love the L'Oreal Lash Paradise as well. It gives a different effect. It just, the eyelashes just go open. It's a beautiful feathery kind of look. I was doing some really simple looks in some of my other videos. I'll link them up here or here, wherever they're gonna show up. And my eyes just look so different, and it was just the mascara. So mascara is really important. It does, like even just now that I have nothing underneath, ooh, and this is the mistake I made last time. I wanna put some color on the lower lash line. I'm going in with a Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH42, small little brush like this, really small, like that. And I'm gonna go in with Twig, which is this guy right here. And I'm just gonna go all the way basically here, okay, on both sides. A little bit of Twig, I just like, I tap, I turn it, I tap, and I kick it off. Come on, clip. You're supposed to be clipping these things back. Come on. And so what I like to do is I just kind of like dab it on and I push it. Because if I go here and I swipe, it's just gonna be a lot darker here. I kind of want it evenly distributed. I will go in with a darker color towards the outer part here. But I want the initial color to be this Twig. So I just stamp it, distribute that color. And as you can see, if you can see, I have quite the lashes on my lower lash line. Let's do the other side. Just have a nice color laid down. Now I'm gonna go into Dystopian, this really dark color. It is the deepest chocolatey brown. It is not registering like that on camera. And I just wanna keep that out here. But I do want to blend it with the rest of this. I will deposit here, and this I will drag to give that gradient. To the other side before I kind of buff and blend this. Deposit, turn it, and then start dragging it. So what I like doing with these certain looks is that, especially with doing it now in video mode and doing it on YouTube, I'll be like, what did I do again to do that look I really liked? Well, I recorded it and I can go step by step. So it's kind of like a tutorial, but if you have a color similar to these, you can do the same thing. Or if you have this palette, you can just do it along with me. And of course, everyone's eye shape is a bit different and it'll look different on you. And the last thing I'm gonna do is, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go back into that pearl because that's what I use in the inner lid on top. And I'm just gonna put it right on the inner corner and just right here. Just to open that up a little bit. Now I'm gonna go in with mascara on the bottom. And I wanna be a little bit more heavy-handed towards the back. There we go. So what happened was it got a little bit of a bald spot. When I put the mascara down, I rubbed off a little bit of the eyeshadow, so there was a space. So all I did was I just redid with Twig, and then I went in with Dystopia and just filled it in. So there we go. Again, just going a little bit, oh, there we go. A little bit too heavy-handed there. Got a little friend right there. We are gonna wait for that one to dry so I can just flake that off with this guy here. Okay, but I'm not gonna touch it right now. Last thing we're gonna do, we need to fix this hair because, there we go. I mean, one is cute. I guess I'm kind of using it like a barrette. Let's just, it's okay. We'll just be my age for a minute. We are gonna go in with a lipstick. And I have two choices for today. We have this Chanel lipstick here. This is in the shade, this is the Rouge Allure Ink in 168 Serenity. It's a beautiful shade. Let me swatch it for you here on my hand. I'm gonna go right here and go across. It is a beautiful mauve, goes matte, not drying, wear all the time, it's fantastic. And the other option I have is this YSL lipstick, the Rouge Pure Couture. This is number 70. I had the special edition version of this. I still do. And I've used it a ton. I used it so much, it got to that point where I was like, no, it's limited edition. I can't buy this one again. And it has the stars. I'll put a picture here, somewhere here, of what it looks like. It's in the bathroom right now. But it is a beautiful nude. Right, so it's very similar to the other one here. You focus on my hand. There we go. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Is it too pinky? No, it goes. What happens if I put the Chanel on top? Yeah, that's beautiful. I mean, I wanted to go nude on the lip, but I've just been wearing nude all the time. But you know, let's just try, you know, Wet n Wild. You know, let's use like $200 worth of lipstick and then put a $4 lipstick on top. Let me rub this off because this is going to get everywhere. And the last thing we're gonna do is put some highlighter on. And wow, do I have some choices for highlighter because I got a huge shipment from OFRA the other day. So my options are, we have here the highlighter Soho. This is for Talia. This is a good possibility right here. And I also have the Samantha March highlighter. This is beautiful, but I don't think it's gonna go with what I got going on today. And then perhaps in this guy here, the Glow Up palette, there might be something in here we could use. Rodeo Drive is definitely a possibility. And this one here, Star Island. I do have a full Star Island. I think I got it in an Ipsy bag. I was going through my highlighters and I saw it. I was like, oh, I have two of them. That one could go. I feel like I want to use Soho and I want to use Star Island. And I'm gonna go in with Soho first. It is more a little bit peachy, but I am putting Star Island on top. So I'm just gonna put my brush around here, tap that off. And then, oh, what happened here? Oh, and wait for it, everybody. We all love this. Really nice. A little bit up here because that's where your forehead bones are. I don't like to do my nose too much. Let's not bring attention to my nose. And now we're gonna go into the Star Island. That's right. God, it was 2 seconds ago and I already don't remember the name. That's fun. Oh. This is how you know that all these palettes are new. That was a good one. Oh yeah. It's just a beautiful light champagne. Where was this for my engagement party? That would have just gone so well with my dress. Okay, well I love how the makeup turned out. I'm really loving this foundation. Oh, last thing, I never fixed this little guy over here. There we go. Patience. Play the long game, not the short game. And that is my final look. Really loved how everything kind of came together today, and it was a nice way to pass some time. Thank you so much for stopping by and for watching this video all the way to the end. Please like and subscribe. Really would love to talk with all of you and what's up. I hope you and your families are staying safe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.